Good morning. I'm a dermatologist from Egypt. I spent a happy life, I can claim it's a happy life, taking care of the skin of people who trust my advice, who have trust in me. Uh, of course, there is no conflict of interest when I talk about taking care of the poor. Nobody's going to support me for that. I spent more than 35 years enjoying reading and practicing taking care of the skin of the people, whether rich or poor. Skincare, basically, you take care of people about basic skincare in skin diseases, skincare in systemic disorders, and cosmetic issues. People come for our help for these issues. The skin is affected by what's internal and what's external. So it needs continuous care, and this is our task. And I claim again that I enjoyed it. The ultimate goal for the skincare is to get a healthy integument. Uh, you need to get intact, glamorous, strong skin that is neither too dry or too moist, and this is very important, maintaining the ultimate moisture of the skin. And this skin should be reactive to emotional and physical changes in a healthy way. And the same goes for hair and nail. This is our task. The healthy skin should have strong tensile strength depending on collagen, should be show good recoil, its elasticity, its elastin, should have a good contour, ultimate moisture again, and the beautiful color that has no blemishes or disruption that is acceptable by the community around. The healthy skin should be resistant to microbes due to its integrity, sebum production, immune cells, and the microbiome. Maintaining the microbiome of the skin is very important for its health, its integrity. Please do not use detergent soaps or advise your patients for them. They kill the microbiome. So to achieve this target, heavy research was done by scientists, and enormous amounts of money were spent by the pharmaceutical, cosmeceutical companies and the biomedical companies. And the result of these researches and the result of this investment was actually rewarding, because the advances in treatment in the field of dermatology, in the field of skincare, are really marvelous. But we pay for this. Our patients pay for this, for the expense of this research and development. So I'm here to remind us that there are some poor people in some poor areas who cannot pay for the good and excellent treatments available, and we have to find a way to help them. And this is the issue, the target of this short talk. So in just 2 slides, please, if you are interested, take photos for these items. It's just 2 slides. I'm going to just present 16 items to help the skin of the patients when they cannot afford to buy the fancy treatment. We still use in Egypt, at the time of the season of the sweat rash, we still use starch compresses. We use calamine lotion, and some people in the some farmers use cold potato peels. Alum, you know what is alum? Alum is aluminum trichloride hexahydrate, is the base ingredient, the ultimate ingredient in all the fancy antiperspirants in the market. Still, you can get alum, aluminum trichloride hexahydrate, and use it as it is for hyperhidrosis. Rose water diluted by saline or even tap water can be very helpful for oily skin and as astringent. Sodium bicarb baths, followed by at room temperature, followed by preparations containing salicylic and urea in different concentrations, are very helpful, and I still use them with my poor patients for thick skin, keratodermas, warts, and callosities. I still use formalin 5 to 10% in aqueous solution for mosaic plantar wart, and it's very effective. It's more effective than any other thing. The idea of all these preparations, I remind you, number one, they should be available in the area you are in, and you should find a chemist who can prepare them or a company that really provides them in a ready-to-use formula for poor patients. So we just search for them. I still use polyfill resin 20% in alcohol for condyloma acuminata. It's much cheaper than imiquimod, and it is very effective. I advise my patients for citric acid peels. Citric acid peels, what? 3% the concentration of citric acid in a lemon, just half a lemon fruit. And topical retinoids are cheap. So they are good for maintaining the health of the skin after middle age, night use for life. And they can treat some of the blemishes like seborrheic keratosis and plain warts, of course. Saline. Saline is the most effective in treatment of irritation when the skin is dry. With burns, first line treatment, we use saline compresses. With ulcers, with dryness, and with fissures, I still advise my patients for green tea compresses and cucumber slices or juice because they have astringent effect for puffy eyelids and for mild edema. We lived in the era of drying antiseptic lotions. I still use potassium permanganate almost daily in Egypt. Potassium permanganate, methylene blue, gentian violet drying antiseptic lotions are safe. They are messy, but they are safe in oozing and infected lesions. Tar, Vaseline, heliotherapy, and Jokerman and Ingram techniques. No book is writing about them anymore in the treatment of psoriasis. They are available, they are cheap, they are effective, but they need certain expertise to use them. You need to get the value and avoid the side effect, and this is why the new techniques are more plausible to everyone, but they are very effective for poor patients. Atopic and other eczemas, whether they are dry use moisturizers, wet use potassium permanganate, and that's it. And I advise my patients, before coming to me, just try these two things. Symptomatic, they will not change the pathogenesis of the disease. They will help your skin to regain its health. Tincture iodine, still effective, and it's very effective against T-never scalar and other dermatophytes. Cornstarch powders and potassium permanganate, you help dry the areas of skin moniliasis, and you'll see them, the areas of moniliasis sloughing, just getting dry, and maybe the skin will get rid of them without the need even of topical azoles, which are again cheap. To me, zinc oxide, no, not to me, science proved, zinc oxide in cold cream is the best ever sunblock. Oil of bergamot, it's natural. And again, it can help your patient when you're talking about topical photochemotherapy. Okay, these are just 16 examples, and you can go search all literature and in the internet, and you'll find guidelines. Let me give you, if I have 2 minutes, about moisturizers and heliotherapy. Moisturizers, I talk about keeping and maintaining the ultimate moisture of the skin. It will help maintain the microbiome, and it will help the barrier function. This is very important for the health of the skin. Moisturizers help reduce scaling, fissuring, and pruritus. During treatment and remissions in all dry skin conditions, regardless of the pathogenesis, they are steroid sparing and they are safe. Moisturizers can actually do the whole work. If you are talking about treatment of pruritus due to dry skin, senile pruritus, idiopathic diabetic pruritus, and self-perceived sensitive skin, for God's sake, you don't need topical steroid or systemic antihistamines here. Just moisturizers. They can do the whole work. They can do the whole work in early cases of atopic eczema. I advise all my patients, the mothers coming with their infants, do not leave the skin of your infant dry. You will avoid the dermatitis. Just be cautious with a style of life and with moisturizers. The same with psoriasis, steatotic dermatitis, eczema craquelé, senile xerosis, wear and tear, that's housewife and eczema. You all need moisturizers here in all these conditions. Even in ichthyosis, it's a life soothing application to use moisturizers every day. Basically, moisturizers are formed by emollients and humectants. Occlusion and something that imbibes water. And all the other things are additives to improve the function, to improve the shape, to improve the acceptability and the smell. But if you cannot pay for these things, just go to the background. Emollients and humectants. Emollients, just revise with me. Soft white paraffin petrolatum is cheap. Lanolin is cheap. Eucerin is cheap. Mineral and plant oils, beeswax, and shea butter. In another way, they are all oils, whether mineral oils, animal oils, or vegetable oils. Thank you. If you are interested, take a photo for this, because in your area, in your country, you will find one of these oils that is very affordable. And adding humectants, urea and glycerol are cheap. Creams or ointments or preparations, moisturizers on one of these oils and urea or glycerol are always cheap. Salicylic acid, beta hydroxy acid is cheap, and it has a humectant effect besides its peeling effect. Again, it's easy to help your patient if you really care. You need just to revise the old literature and to think of the poor who deserves happiness. Any one of you knows what is this? This bad quality photo I took 17 years ago in the Museum of the History of Medicine in Berlin. This is a heliotherapy machine. This is the value of the sun.
I'm sorry, Dr. Ratib, we are running out of time.
No, please. Okay. Okay. With the sun, the power here comes generous from God. It gives you vitamin D, and you use it for photochemotherapy and photodynamic therapy and building up tolerance in photosensitive dermatitis. It gives you the whole spectrum free in your balcony if you have the sun. UVA1 machine expensive just for psoriasis, narrowband just for vitiligo. But be careful with the sun because it's powerful. The energy here is powerful. You have to be very careful when you use it. Please take time and search for tar preparations, tea, chamomile, aloe vera. Please take time to search for the importance of vitamins, and remember, provitamin B dexpansinol is very cheap and very helpful. Please drink water and please help the poor. Thank you very much.